Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. This is our second official event for UX for Change. We were called UX for Good last time, but now we're UX for Change for good. So that's good. All right. We have a really, really good agenda. There's lots of things going on. Let me start with the bad news, and then we'll move on to everything that's very, very good and emotionally encouraging. Unfortunately, I cannot have a panel today because I had lots of cancellations last minute. But don't worry about it. What we're going to do is we're going to change it around a little bit. We're still going to have Chris from CAF talk about the challenge. And then I'll walk you through emotional design, pretty much based on a book from Alista Parr called Designing for Emotion. So there's a lot to learn today. I learned so much myself. And what really matters is that you leave today feeling like you learned something. So next time, hopefully I'll have a panel. Next time I may just do the same. We'll see what happens. But the idea is that we all come together. We all learn from each other. We all get a chance to try something new. How many of you heard of UX for Change for the first time when you sign up to this meetup? Okay, all right. So I do agree the concept is fairly new. So I'm going to read something to you which means a lot to me. And I'm going to kind of, in a way, try to share what I'm trying to accomplish here. So my definition of UX for Change is pretty much the vision of creating a new ecosystem of UX practitioners that can make a huge difference by helping nonprofit organizations design user-centric experiences. And when I say ecosystem, I know I'm stretching a little bit of the word and the definition, but the way I look at it is that we could not live without a challenge, and the challenge couldn't live without us, in a way. So that's why I say ecosystem. So we all play a very, very important role here. And then just the ultimate goal is to share the goodness of UX to change the world. So I am looking at different ways to make this happen. I am trying to put these events together. I'm opening it up to anyone that works for a nonprofit organization, especially to come to me, just like Chris did. He just sent me an email and say, hey, it sounds wonderful. Can we try something? And, it's been, a month and a half about? And I tried to just make it happen. And that's one of the things I like to do. The other thing I've been looking into is trying to also bring some extra training into nonprofit organizations. And also, who was in the UX for Change event last time? Ooh, one person. Okay, so last time I actually brought Debbie Foster from Apps for Good. Who's heard of Apps for Good? Okay, good. So Apps for Good is an amazing, amazing initiative which brings a framework, is not even lesson plans, it's just a framework into the classroom to teach technology to children. It gives all the different kind of incentives and guidance that a teacher needs. And they're really focused on producing makers, not just coders. So last time we had Debbie come and join us. So one of the things I'm really keen to do is also to train teachers, to train them in education, to design education, UX design. Because one of the things I've been talking about, and I know some of you saw me speak on Talk UX in Manchester, is that we're very, very worried about getting everyone to code, but no one's talking about UX design. No one's talking about how can we get those children to understand how to go about solving problems, about bringing empathy, about research, and all of that. So I am kind of trying my best to bring all those conversations into the table and also try to train teachers as well as not-profit organizations when it comes to UX.